top. You got to take the stairs. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stairs. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success. You have control of this. This belongs to you. This is yours. You're the captain. You're the master. You're the foreman. You're the general. You're the head. Don't give control of this to nobody. Get off of Instagram and Snap and get off all these blogs and get into something that can really, really move your life forward. Listen, getting successful, it's not a magic trick. You can decide to be rich. It's highly doable. But you first have to think it. The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. I'm no better than none of y'all. If you want to be successful, you have to change this. This has to change. Listen to me. It's not what makes it hard is your lack of belief that it can happen for you. The fact of it is, though, it's very doable. See, but you got to change, though. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're gonna keep getting what you've been getting. So if you're at a place in your life and you ain't happy with it, you have to change some things. But you have to make a conscientious decision that you're going to change. And it's not dependent on anybody else. It don't matter what your mama think. It don't matter what your coworkers think. It don't matter what your siblings think. It don't matter what your children think. It don't matter. They have nothing to do with it. This decision is yours and yours alone. Let me tell you something. You get to decide if I'm gonna be rich, poor, mediocre, plentiful, happy, sad. You have a decision to make. It's really not important what the majority of people that are blogging are saying. As a matter of fact, bloggers are not relevant people, they're not shakers and movers, and they're not decision makers, and they're not power brokers. So when you spend so much time in the blog world, the Instagram world, the chat world, all of this, you're wasting valuable time. If I was young and I had what you have, and you're the brightest group of young people that have come along in a long time, man. Millennials are absolutely brilliant because you all have technology. I had no technology growing up, nothing. You couldn't download a book. You had to go to the library, go to the card catalog, pull it open, find the book, find the number, go get on the elevator, go to the row, find the number book, get the book, and hope somebody ain't told a page out that you want to read. That's what it used to be. When my mom and them finally got the money together to help us educate ourselves, they bought an encyclopedia set, Britannica, Funk and Wagner, and everything you wanted to know was in that encyclopedia, and that's all you could know. If you want to look up something about elephant, and they had 2 pages on elephants, that was what your knew about an elephant. Y'all got Google. You can Google anything. You all have stuff at your fingertips that can make you great. But if you could combine your technology with your parents and your grandparents' work ethic, your could be rich. You could be rich, man. But you cannot erase the work ethic part. There is no getting around. Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stairs. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success. You got to take the stairs. Y'all got to start getting gritty, man. I hate it when I see young people wasting their time, wasting all this technology got, just bull. Just sitting around in this world that's been created for you that everything is instant. I was arguing with my son the other day. We're having a debate. I thought, man, I'm finally sitting with one of my sons having a healthy debate. I told him that from Cleveland to Nashville was about 540 miles, something like that. He Googles it while we're talking. He said, no, Dad, you're wrong. It's 526 miles. You. I said 540. It's amazing, man, how you rely on technology and it's a help to you. But young people, you got to get gritty, man. You got to develop some dog in you. You got to understand that success, you can't Google success. Go Google it. You can't Google it, man. I got something else for you. Because I've lived so long and I've been exposed to so many things. I've seen stuff hopefully you'll never see. And I've seen some things I hope one day you do see. But go Google exposure. It ain't gonna take you nowhere. I've been around the world, man, because I've traveled it. But I traveled it because I've made myself uncomfortable. I have a life of convenience now. But in order to get the life of convenience, you gotta have a very uncomfortable life. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Stop trying to do everything the short way. Stop trying to figure out the easy way, because the ain't gonna happen. I got news for you, man. It's not happening, young people. You got to get messed up sometime. You got to get dirty. You got to get your feelings hurt. You got to get disappointed. You got to get told no. You're going to ask somebody for some money. He going to tell you no. But at least then, when I see somebody trying and I tell them no, I try to at least give them something else. See, I'm not going to hand you a fish sandwich. I'll teach you how to fish. But I'm not giving you a fish sandwich. You can forget that. Once you get this, y'all, you can change everything. Do you understand? Negativity, you can protect yourself from negativity. And that's what stops most people, negative thoughts. You can coat your mind from negativity. It's a real simple exercise to do. I do it every morning before I walk out the door. So I walk out as a positive person. You know, I get tired sometimes. That's different from being negative, because I get mentally drained from my job at times. But to coat your mind from negativity, the way you can put a coating around your mind is with one simple thing: gratitude. Gratitude erases negativity. I'm gonna show you how this works. If you wake up in the morning and you start having negative thoughts, man, this ain't my day. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm tripping, I just don't feel myself. Every time you feel, in the middle of the day, if you feel yourself doing that, stop, just stop for a second. And start going over in your mind everything you have to be grateful for. Not everything you want, everything you already have, because what you have is substantial. You just haven't gone over the list and taken inventory in a long time. But the fact that you can walk, that's a blessing. The fact that you woke up, that's another blessing. The fact that you can see, think, reason, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go somewhere and get yourself something to eat, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go and turn the key and call someplace home, that's another blessing. The ability to dream is a blessing. The fact that you have an opportunity to get it right is another blessing. And I'm just talking to you, I don't even know you. I could give you 50 things you ought to be grateful for right now. I don't even know you. Start coating your mind with gratitude. It'll change everything for you.
But you are not your mistakes. You are not your struggles, and you are. Not everyone will make it to your future. Some people are just passing through to teach you lessons in life, because we all make mistakes, have struggles, and even regret things in our past. But you are not your mistakes, you are not your struggles, and you are here now with the power to shape your day and future. You never want to let a bad situation bring out the worst in you. Choose to stay positive and be the strong person that God created you to be, because your life is God's gift to you. What you do with your life is your gift back to God. You don't make time for people who don't make time for you. As time goes on, you realize certain people don't care about you. Here's my mindset on that. I say, if you don't call me, I'll understand. If you don't text me, I'll understand. If I forget about you, you'll understand. You have to realize some people aren't loyal to you. They are loyal to their need of you. Once their needs change, so does their loyalty. When it comes to relationships, less control, more freedom, it's all about trust. If there is no trust, there is no connection. If you have bad people in your life that treat you like you only exist when they need something, get them out. Because I've had bad people in my life that have stabbed me in the back and pretended like they were the ones bleeding. Because breaking someone's trust is like crumbling up a perfect piece of paper. You can smooth it over, but it's never going to be the same again. Some people in your life are going to be willing to betray years of friendship just to get a little bit of the spotlight. Be careful who you open up to. I'm going to be real, only a few people care. The rest just want to have something to gossip about. If your friends fight for you, respect you, encourage you, need you, and stand by you, keep them for the rest of your life. Because in this world, there are only two types of people: the givers and the takers. Get rid of the takers. Don't let them use you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Drake Ian James. Thanks for listening to my message.
Waiting for? All right, all right, all right. Are you ready? Are you excited already? Are you excited? All right, I have the singular privilege to be the one to introduce this gentleman. We're going to have a phenomenal training today. And I've had experience in this profession for quite some time. And I know content when I see content. I know I know value when I see value. And you in 381 count yourself as lucky that you have a mastermind extraordinaire. You have somebody who is selfless, somebody who God said that, look, the devil, you cannot take this one because this one has nations to raise. This one has destinies to affect. God said no and turned him back from the valley of the shadow of death. He came back because of you, all of you on this call this afternoon, all of you. And that's why when he does what he does, is with passion because he has a purpose. And that purpose is not done yet. It's just starting. That's a whole lot to be done. So you count yourself as blessed to be under this superintendence, under the unction of this gentleman. Countless people have passed through mentorship this afternoon. And he has actually mentored all of them. So today, he's going to unleash a special training on us, the power of sonship. So I ask you, take notes, like you're going to train it. Take notes. Good thing we have the Facebook Live, so you can always go back there and look at it. Take notes. This has not come anywhere. This is the first time it's showing up in the world. First time. And there's nobody else who's been ordained to deliver on this than our mastermind, the unstoppable force himself. Please just type on the chat box, the unstoppable force. I hail the unstoppable force. I hail you. The unstoppable force. I hail you. Please let's welcome Dr. Victor Abalson.
All right. Wow. Are you all excited? If you're excited, dear, can I see you make some noise? Stand up wherever you are. Be excited anywhere you are across the world. Make some noise. Wow. It's really good to see each and every one of you. Tell somebody behind you. Can you tell somebody behind you, are you ready? No, I can't hear you. Tell the next person behind you, are you ready? Exactly. It's time. So I bring each and every one of you here greetings all the way from Abuja. You all are welcome. It's so wonderful to see you all gathered in clusters across the world. It's a wonderful time to be with you. So I'm gonna dish out this training before, because we'll have a lot of people that will be celebrated. We are yet to celebrate our new U leaders. We are yet to celebrate the monthly millionaires, the Two-Comma Club, and then the MM Mentor. So I'm moving straight. This training I'm releasing is actually one of the training that have kept me where I am. Irrespective of the height I move in, it doesn't shake me. It doesn't make me start believing or thinking that I have reached to my mark. Any level you see me, I always see it as a starting point because of this. And what is the training? Please make sure you write it down. This training has never been given across the whole C21FG worldwide. In fact, the president of C21 told me I should release it first to the team, to the leaders in C21FG. I said, no, my children need to take it first before it will be released generally. And what is the training? The topic of what we'll be talking about is actually the caption for what we have today. And that is titled, The Power of Sonship. The Power of Sonship. The power of sonship. The power of sonship. First thing first, as we move on now, write everything I'm telling you down. Go and keep it anywhere. Follow this principle. and watch whether it will work for you and cause a ripple transformation, not just in your business, but a transformation in anybody that comes across you. That is it. The power of sonship. Now, guess what has been going on? Most of us you see here, you've been doing this business for years. Some of you have been in this business for 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, and so on and so forth. And you've been asking, you've been doing so much work, and you've been working so hard, trying to succeed. And you're asking yourself, why is it that I work so hard? I invite so many people to the business. I do all sorts of things. I invite, somebody told me I shared over 1,000 questionnaires. But guess what? When it comes to the results, I get very little or no results. You are asking yourself this question. You strongly believe in the business. So it's not about reprogramming your mind. Your mind is programmed in the business. You strongly believe in the business. And again, you have learned all the skills: prospecting, inviting, presenting, follow up, close down. You've learned everything. You've done everything you can do to learn everything. You run presentation, you do all sorts of things. And again, guess what? Is it home lunch? I do home lunch. Somebody say, I run 3 events every day. You attend all the training. The training your leader does, you attend all the training. In fact, guess what? You have been doing the business full time. In fact, for the past 2 years, you've been running the business full time. But you'll still see yourself struggling to succeed. When you look out there, what do you see? You see a lot of people celebrating. You see a lot of people, somebody that came into the business after you have started. The person will rise to the top. The person will climb to the top. And you started the business before the person. You see, what I'm releasing to you people here is actually a revelation that I started asking God, why is it that this person is not getting up? This person is not getting up. This thing started coming out. God was speaking to me directly. What I'm showing you, what is the reason? This is the reason. Scripture says, by strength, hear this, by strength shall no man prevail. It is not by your hard work. Get this right. Now let me tell you something about 381. 381 is the team that does the list of activities in the whole of C21FG. But we get more results than the whole team. By strength shall no man prevail. No. Scripture says something that is not of him that willeth or runneth, but it is of God that showeth mercy. He said, I will give mercy to whom I want to give mercy to. It's not of your giddy, but it's God that showeth mercy. He's the person, you see, he's the person that gives you the power to get well. Now, let me tell you, one of the keys to unlock the mercy of God. Now, get this. I believe everybody here, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, wherever you belong, one God. And one of the key to unlock the mercy of God is by understanding the power of sonship. If you lack it, you will see yourself struggling. Everybody that came before you will be passing you. Everybody you came before, you started before them, but they will come and overtake you. is because you don't understand the power of sonship. I pray for God to give me the grace to run this training fast, because if I run it the way it is, I may take more time. Now let me move on. According to the Holy Book says something that honor your father and mother. That is the first commandment with a promise. Honor your father and mother. This is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may go well with you. So, and then you may live long on earth. Now, let me explain this part, which means for whatever you are doing, for it to go well with you, you must understand who is my father, who is my mother. That is it. If you refuse to honor them, if you refuse to recognize them, it will not go well with you. That is just what the scripture is saying. Now get this clear. It doesn't matter. Now, let me tell anybody here that understood this power of sonship, understood the power. That's why I'm breaking it down. You want to live long in whatever you do. You want to live long in life. You want to live long in your business. No wonder whenever you see people, whenever I always remember, when you see most of these people, you see the fallen heroes in our business. Guess what happened? They will first of all start having issues, problems with their what? Father and mother. I'm coming there. I'm coming there. When they start having the problem, next thing you will see is their business will start going down. Next thing you will see is their business will start reducing. Next thing you will see, they will quickly move out of the business. They can't live long in that thing they do. That is it. Now, get this. The question now is this: who is a father? Follow me carefully on this. Who is your father? You know, most of the times, if I ask somebody, who is my father? Who is your father? He say, is my biological father. When you hear the word father, what it simply means, who is the person that brought you to whatever you are doing? I was researching the word father in a Latin word. Their explanation is completely different. Who is the one that brought you to whatever you are doing? Who is the person that raised you up? Who is the person that trained you? That's what the question. Who is the person that made you become? Who is the person that showed you this business? The question is, that's what they're asking. Who is a father? Now, let me explain. A father is someone that gave birth to a child. That's the first one. That's biological. Understand this. A father is someone that gave birth to a child. What do I mean by a child? I will still come there. Another definition is someone that mentored and trained up a child to become a son is still a father. Now, train up, mentored to become a son. Now, there are two different things here, child and son. I will still come to that. Who is a father? A father is someone that watches and guides his children in his step to become a son. Somebody that brought you into this business, and then the person started guiding you, started telling you what to do, started telling you the step to follow, and then you are now learning the whole skills. Very soon, one day you become what? A son. A son is somebody that have known it all. You've known how to do it. That's the father. Now, a father is someone who is willing to listen to his child. What it means is this: you can be a father, but guess what? You don't listen to your child. It simply means you are not qualified to be called a father. When people call me mentor, my mentor, in another word, they are calling me my father. When you call your leader my mentor, you are simply calling the person my father. But if that father is not willing to listen to what his child, a child will keep asking, a child will keep asking questions, demanding for what do I do? Which step do I take? That's one thing you know about a child. A child doesn't know left and right. A child just wants to know from the father. But guess what? There are people here in this business, they are what? Supposed to be a father, but they are not a father. They don't do that responsibility of a father. A father is somebody that trained you in this business. That is a father. Now, I want you all to take note of this. Take strong note of this. If you are in this business and you have someone under you, then it simply means that you are a father. You have someone under you, you are a father. And guess what? The good news is this. I want you to understand. The good news is this. Are you, the good question I want to ask is this. Are you acting like a father? That's a question. Have you given birth to what? A child. A father is supposed to give birth to a child. A child is supposed to mature to become what? Become what? A son. Let me repeat it again. A father is supposed to give birth to a child. A child is supposed to grow and become a son. What? By what? Trainings by the father. That is it. So many of us here, you know what they do? They are busy giving birth to what? Downlines, downlines, downlines. You are giving birth to children, and guess what? You don't know left and right. You can't even do anything. You are not supposed to be called a father. That is it. Have you given birth to a son? That becomes a son. When I see some of my top leaders, I will say, this is my beloved son. This is my son. Did you see this guy? This is one of my people I mentored in the business. That's, guess what? I'm simply saying, I am the father, you are my son. That's what I'm saying. But guess what happens? What happens to most of us is this: you are a father, but you can't even open your mouth to call somebody that became a son, my son, because of what? You didn't take up that responsibility of a father. The question I'm asking you, are you acting like a father? All the uplines here, are you acting like a father? Have you given birth to a child? A downline just that? Or have you given birth to a son? And guess what? There are two kinds of people a father can give birth to. Understand this. I'm still talking about everybody here that is an upline. I will still come to a son. As I speak now, there is somebody that gave birth to me. I didn't just come up. I didn't just emerge. That's the truth. Somebody, God used somebody to connect me to this business. Understand? Guess what? Today I am a father. There are two kinds of people a father can give birth to. Two kinds of people. Number one is a father can give birth to a child. Just be giving birth to a child. Some people, you see somebody, he doesn't even know his children. Your children are passing by, you don't know them. But you know what? I said, this is your upline. Is this person in my team? You can give birth to a child. Another one is you can give birth to what? A son. This is my beloved son. in whom I am what? Proud of. In whom I am proud of. This is somebody that have followed the steps, the guidance, and the directions of what I've taught him. Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, a child is someone who is not trained. Get this. A child is someone who is not trained, while a son is someone who is willing and now well trained. That is a son. Everybody here wants to be what? A beloved son. But to be a son, you must be willing and be well trained. Now, let me tell you, every successful father is proud. Every successful father is proud when he gives birth to a son. That's why I was so excited looking at it. People, things were going on in the team, happening everywhere. As I speak to you people today, even in the Shalom Plaza Suite 31 office, I hardly run presentation there. In fact, I hardly run presentation, but guess what? I have some that does the work, whether I am there, I am or I'm not there. That is it. And let me tell you something, for you to become free, for you to become free financially, you must give birth to a son. You must give birth to a son. Now, let me show you this revelation. Most of you that doesn't know. You see, every human being on earth came from God. That's the truth. Everybody know that. But guess what? When God started creating the earth, he started from day one. He was creating. He was busy working. Day 2, he was busy working. Day 3, he was busy working. Day 4, he was busy working. Working so hard. Day 5, just like some of us here, you've been running your business. You've been busy working. You've been busy running everything on you. Day 5, day 6, God has been busy working so hard to create the earth. But guess what? Immediately, God created what? A son. That was when God rested. That was when God decided to rest. Without having a son, you can't rest in this business. Without having somebody that you have mentored, without having somebody you've guided through the business, you can never have rest in this business. Every successful father is proud only when he gives birth to a son. Now, let me tell you, you can give birth to a child, but not a son. That one is okay. Who are you giving birth to? A son is natural. Now, let me tell you one thing. Most of us don't understand. If you are here and you become a son to your mentor, you become somebody that listens. You are humble. You don't start showing your character. You don't start showing, I'm this. I am now making 1 million. I am now making 5 million. I am now making 10 million naira. I am now making 20 million naira. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here, it's already entering your head. I am now making 20, 30 million naira monthly from this business. Once it starts entering your head, automatically something will start happening to your growth. That is what happens in life. A son, but guess what? If you recognize your son naturally, if you recognize your father as a son, if you're a son here and you recognize your father naturally, it is ordained for you to become greater than your father. This one I'm exposing to you people is a law of nature. I can give you some examples from the Holy Book. Some of the examples, irrespective of what the father is doing, still you recognize that this is my father. What you are simply activating is what? You are activating the next level because you can never do less than your father. But what do we see? What we see most times is that we see a lot of people who are sons. But guess what? They can never be greater than their father. That's why I'm so happy. Now, in the Holy Book, there's a place in the scripture, in the Holy Book, Elisha is a servant to Elijah. Two of them are prophets. Elisha is serving Elijah. Guess what happened? What happened is Elijah, who is the father that was training Elisha. Now take note of this. Training Elisha. Elijah does not tell Elisha, the servant, anything he does. But Elisha, Elisha, kept on serving the father, who is Elijah. Now, let me tell you what happened. Elijah, the father, doesn't even start to advise his son anything. He just does whatever he wants to do. To the point that even God in heaven wanted to take Elijah, the father, to heaven. Elijah, the father, did not even bother to tell the son, I am going, But the same, the father, Elijah, went ahead and started telling all other prophets, I will soon be taken up by God. Guess what? Even when Elisha, the son, finally found out, he did not start asking, why didn't he tell me? After everything I have done it, after everything I have served him and all these things, he wanted to be taken up. He doesn't want to tell me. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to start explaining the story, but some of you that are always in the scripture already know what happened. When Elijah was taken up, Elijah the father was taken up to heaven, he has to drop double portion of his anointing to what? Elisha the son, which made Elisha to do double of what the father did. Why is this? It's simply because the son recognized the father. I have a lot of them, even in the Holy Book, but I don't want to go deep into that. If you don't understand it, Elijah the father, let me tell you this. Elijah the father is not the person that gave birth to Elisha the son. He's not the person that gave birth to him. Elisha the son is simply serving and learning from the father. Learning from what? Elijah the father. The son has been busy learning from Elijah the father. But guess what? He doesn't start backbiting. He doesn't start talking to the father anyhow, irrespective of his ill-mannered behavior. I have more examples of this. Even the Samuel was given to Eli to serve Eli. Eli is the father. Samuel is the son. Guess what? It's not Eli that gave birth to Samuel. But guess what happened? Guess what happened? Let me unveil it. Even when Eli, the children of Eli has been busy misbehaving, going all around misbehaving, guess what happened? Samuel did not go and start talking. He wants to go and start talking about your father. How your father has been doing this. How the children of my father have been doing this. It's not your concern. Once you engage yourself into backbiting your father, you have automatically started reducing your next level. You will not know what is. I'm just explaining the mysteries of next level. Mysteries to shift to the next level. A son is naturally, if you are here, I train you. You are naturally ordained to be greater than me. But guess what? The question is, are you acting as a son? That's a question. Are you acting as a son? Now, let me say another thing. The reason for this growth is because the love of the father upon a son enables him, the father, to teach the son all he does. A father teaches the son all he does, which makes the son to be greater than the father. Now, let me say another thing. Even Jesus Christ, when he came to the earth, chose what? 12 disciples. When he was going back to heaven, what did he say? That you people will do greater than what I have done. Because those people served him, those people followed him, those people stayed with him. Guess what happened? They gave birth to people that did greater things than even Jesus Christ, God the Father. Ladies and gentlemen, most of us here, you see you every day, you made 1 million naira, you're already showing, you are already thinking you have arrived. You are making 10 million naira, it's already entering your head. Let me tell you, you are just seizing your growth to the next level, because you just notice that you are no longer growing, you are just dwelling on the same level. Scripture says something, that these things does God hate. These things does God hate. Number one, he said, is a proud look. I see a lot of people, because we are about to enter into the next higher level after this training. I want everybody here to be prepared, not when the money starts entering. It will start entering your head as if you have arrived. That is it. The love of a father enables a father to teach the son everything he does, which finally makes the son to be greater than the father. Now let me tell you this. I don't know whether some of you know. Do you know, are you people aware that 50% of what our fathers, 50% of the uplines are the enemies of their what? Son. They are the enemies destroying what? Their son. 50% of the upline. You've been wondering why the growth is not coming. You are the person that sealed the destinies of your son. Let me give you an instance. You are supposed to work with your downline to grow. You are supposed to work with your downline and help them open an office so that they will start growing their business. They contributed money and you ate all the money. And guess what? You did not do anything. Your downlines contributed money, your own money, and you took all the money and you ate it. What you are simply eating is you are eating up your destiny. You are eating up your future. You will be wondering why you are struggling. You don't know. Some of you here, your downlines, your team, somebody made payments in your team. They made payments. Registration you are supposed to do. You carried the money, you ate it. You ate the money. What you simply ate is you ate your future. No more future for you in the business. What I'm showing you here, that is what have kept me where I am. That is why no single person can come and meet me and say, what? There is a part payment that I did not make use of. Some of you, some of us here that are downline, you are, in fact, you are capitalizing on part payment of your people that are coming into your team. You are busy eating up your destiny. And you are wondering, why am I not seeing the breakthrough I am supposed to have? When you become the enemy of your downlines, you are simply a father who is the enemy of his destiny. Because there is no future for your son, and also there is no future for you. That is it. The question is, I know some of you here might have tampered. You might have touched something like this or something that looked like this. You need to go back and amend your ways. Because the truth of it all, this world is mysterious. And when you understand some things, you don't struggle so much. And you still get more than what you are struggling for. That is it. Who is a son? That's a question. The question going on now with some of us now, the question going on now is, who is a son? Who is a son? Let me explain. A son is a child that is always willing and obedient. Let me repeat it again. You know, this part is what? The power of sonship. I need to properly explain this part very well, because that is actually what shifts you immediately to the next level. Pay absolute attention to this. I need to fully explain it very, very well. Who is a son? Who is a son? Who is a son? A child, which means a downline that is under what? An upline mentorship. He's not just under an upline upline's mentorship. He's under an upline who is guiding him, and that child downline is willing and obedient to his father. There's a place in the Holy Book that said that if you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. If you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. Now, let me repeat again. A child, a son also, pay attention, is a child that follows every step of his father. A child that follows every step of his father. Now, anybody who is my son, let me tell you what happened. When you see him do what I did, he's following my step, you will find out that he's equally getting the same result I am getting. That is the way it is. You are following my step. You are learning my skills. You are learning my mannerism. You are a son. A son is someone that is always open and expresses his feelings to his father. Someone that is always open. Take notes. You are open and you express your feelings to your father. Now, look at what we see in this business. These are the things we see in this business. You will see your downline. You know that he's not producing results. You know that he's not doing well in the business. Once you call him, how far with your business? No, I'm going well. No, I'm moving faster. In fact, as I speak to you now, I'm expecting like 18 calls that is coming. In fact, no, I'm pushing it harder. Things are already better. In fact, I don't have any problem, but still, this person we are telling you has been struggling in the business. He has been struggling. He's not doing well, but he's not open to express it to his father. That is it. He can't open and express because it's only when you tell your father the problem that he will guide you on how to get out of the problem. But guess what? You will see somebody who said he's a son, but he doesn't open mouth to tell the father anything. You will call somebody in the team. Now look at what happened. Somebody has not been requesting for past 1 week. A father, you are not requesting, you are not encoding for past 1 week. Then your upline, who is your father, will ask you, man, you are not producing results. No, you say, no, I have a lot of code though. It's just that I'm not requesting, but I will still start requesting. The person that said I have a lot of code, maybe he has only 2 codes. 2 codes. That's what he said, I have a lot of codes. Because he can't open himself to tell the father what he feels. Let me say another one. A son is someone who is loyal. Now, get the word. Loyal. Ever say loyal? I can't hear you say it again. Loyal. Someone who is loyal and not a sycophant. What do I mean by this? Look at what I mean by this. There are some of us here, once you see your upline leader, once you see your G leader, hey, you start praising, hey, thank you. But at the back, you are speaking negative about the person. You will see somebody, you've been talking every negative things, every hell of a thing. You are talking. You are talking, you are criticizing the person. You are busy criticizing the person. After criticizing the person, once you see the person, hey, sir, good sir, hey. Oh no, do you know what you are doing? You are just busy destroying your next level, destroying your future. You are praising me to achieve something from me. That's why you are even praising me. You are not a son. You are just a child that is just there. And guess what? You will notice that you are not growing in the business. What I'm teaching you here is mysterious. It's only the people that have the eye that will see this I'm explaining. A child, now who is a son? That's the question. A son is someone who is 100% free with his father and does not hide her weakness and failure from his father. He's 100% free. with his father. He does not hide anything. He will tell him how it is. I have so many of us, some of you here, once you have issue, the way you even table it, man, doctor, please, I'm no longer getting any result. Oh, please, what do I do? This is a song. This is a song. And let me tell you, when a father notices that the son is not doing well, the burden of the son will be upon the father. That's the part most of us doesn't know. Someone that is 100% free with his father, with his upline, with his mentor, and does not hide her weakness and failure from his father. That's the son. Now get this clear. I want you to take note of this point. Take note of this point. Each and every one of us here became somebody from nobody. Let me repeat it again. Each and every one of us here became somebody from nobody. If you take, there's always somebody you can say that God used to connect you to become whom you are. There's always one person or the other. God used this person and connected you to become. God does not come in here. You always use these people. And the people he will use this person he regards as a father, somebody that will become a father to this son. That's the person God will use. Guess what? There's always somebody to point, like I said, whom you will say, if not because of this person, God used this person, connected me to this business. There's always somebody. God does not come down from heaven to earth. God is looking for somebody I will use. I am looking for people to use. But most of us are not even ready to be used. There is always somebody you can point when your growth and your success started increasing. Always check it. There's always somebody. God used the person. And guess what? A son that does not know his true father is bound to struggle in life without bearing. Some of us here don't even, you don't even know where you came from. You see your upline and your dollar, you see them, you are busy backbiting, you are busy criticizing, you are busy criticizing. Let me tell you, any day you came, let me tell you, no matter whatever a father is doing, no matter how evil or whatever, don't look at it. Focus on the good part you are learning from the father, because you will be greater than him. No matter any bad part of the father, don't look at it. Don't talk. Don't start discussing. You are killing your destiny. Now, what I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Destiny is equally connected both to biological father, your mentor, your upline leader that is training you and coaching you. Any day you start talking negative about it, you are killing your destiny. It's automatic. That's why no matter what happens, I don't want to get anything involved with my mentor, with my people that mentored. I don't even want to try that. No matter what you will talk about Ambassador Michael, after we go meet him, resolve it. I will not start speaking negative. I want to talk negative about him. I understood this thing very well. And I understood the effect of it in what I'm doing. That's it. Some of you here don't even know who is your true father. You don't know. You don't even know where you came from. You don't even know how God connected you to come into this business. Anybody, let's say because you are now making money more than him, you start acting. You are no longer respecting him. You are no longer looking at him. You are trying to show. After I'm making 3 million naira, he's even making 200,000 naira. It doesn't. You are bragging. I am this. I'm this. After all, watch what will happen. You will just see that there will just be a level that you will just remain. You can't move again. That is it. Factors that affect the success of a son. What are the factors that affect the success of a son? Let me try and finish this thing fast because it's really deep. If I go deeper into this, we may not go here. Number one factor that affects the success of a son is willingness. We have a lot of us there. You know, sometimes people you brought into this business, but they are not willing. They are not willing to follow you. They are not willing to listen to you. They are not willing to take your step. What is the outcome of them? You will see them. There will be. I have this woman that I was trying to guide her. She can never listen to you. When you finish, you just go and do her thing. Up till today, she doesn't. In fact, the whole of this year, she's busy doing activities. She's busy working. When you call her, she's working. When you call her, she's presenting to somebody. She kept on saying that, no, they have promised to sign. They were promised to sign. The whole of this year, from January till now, she has not gotten even one sign up. But guess what? Because she's not willing. The second one is obedient. I will tell you what you do. After telling you what you do, you will go and do your own thing. forget, just leave it. Obedient. If you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good of the land. That is what Holy Book said. If you are willing and obedient, and guess what? You will see somebody, some of us, your downline, you know that is touching you already. You can't even listen to him. If he says any psalm, you don't even want to hear it. You're just busy cutting short your future. You are busy cutting it short. You would have gone so high, but because of lack of obedience and willingness, you were brought down. If you check all the successful people that rose to the top, there is somebody that will bend you. Once you call, like me now, there are people you will call will become an enemy. You will become an enemy immediately. Just calling their name, even if they did that thing, you don't need to discuss it with me. I don't want to talk negative about the person. Whether he's getting it right or he's getting it wrong, just focus on the right path. Use it and grow and become better. Don't be talking about the negative. Are you his God? You want to go and become the judge? You want to judge him? That is it. The third factor that affects the son is what? Loyalty. Loyalty. When we're talking about this loyalty, we have some of us here. When you see maybe your leader, hey. But in your heart, you are busy blowing air and then holding him. You are busy, when you blow air to the person, you are busy pinching the person and blowing air. The person will be thinking that you are loyal. Let me tell you, you are just busy deceiving yourself. We know people that are loyal. Guess what? And God knows people that are loyal. That's why God rewards loyalty. He said, I am a rewarder of he who is loyal to me. Rewarder, loyalty. That is it. What we see a lot is a lot of people that are sycophants. They are not loyal. They are just praising you, doing all those things. When they see you, they will carry your bag. But all these things they are doing is to achieve something. They are doing all these things to achieve, not from their heart, but to achieve something. They want to take this from him. They're not to do it because you are the father. They are doing it because they want to get something. You are not loyal. That is it. You are not loyal. Another one, Nana, I want you to get this clear. Please, can we all read this thing on the screen? Read this thing on the screen. 1, 2, 3, go. Whenever a son stops being willing and obedient and loyal to his father, his success, result, and blessing automatically starts decreasing. Automatically. That is the truth. That's the power of sonship. If you understand this factor, and guess what, you apply it. If you are making 10 million and your father is making 2 million, don't go and start showing it. You are killing yourself. Hey, you are just destroying your future, because you will see what happens. You must show that loyalty, willingness, and obedience to him. Then you will keep rising. Imagine some people, maybe the 12 disciples that Jesus Christ gave birth to. You know, Jesus Christ, he's the greatest networker. He first of all produced 12 downlines. Those 12 downlines he produced, guess what happened? One of them finally quit the business. It became 11. Imagine those 12 that started talking, man, they did more miracles. I did more miracles more than my father. I did more miracles more than Jesus Christ. It's even Jesus Christ that told them, you people will do greater than what I did. Do you know what happened? The downlines of the 12 disciples even did the greatest work, more than what? The 12 disciples and even Jesus Christ himself. That's to show you the power of sonship. That is it. The downfall of a father. As I start rounding up, what causes the downfall of a father? What are the things that causes the downfall of a father? Number one, ignorance of fatherhood. I've already explained this. You don't even know that you have people you will look at. Your son is busy asking you questions. You are not listening. You are not paying attention. Ignorance of fatherhood. That's why we teach everybody. Try to learn the skills. Try to understand so that you can become what God wants you to be. God cannot reward what? Someone who is what? Foolish. God cannot reward someone who is lazy. God does not reward that. God rewards someone who is willing and obedient. You want to learn. You want to become. You want to know how to present. I want to learn all these things. These are the things people call rewards. But when people are ignorance of fatherhood, guess what? They start causing their downfall. Another one is what? Greed. Greed. Now, greed. As an upline, you want to do what? Now, again, the thing is so much. As an upline, you want to eat up everything. You will be a father. Your dollars are busy contributing money. And you, as an upline, you kept like this. You don't want to put your 1 naira. When they finish, they contribute. You want to even take it. Take the money. Greed. This greed is in so many ways. I can start explaining this on so on and so forth. Greed is greed that makes people take all the part payment of people that signed up under them, and that is what they use to eat, to survive. Greed. It's greed that makes somebody, your downline got signed up. You refuse to register the person. Rather, you use the money for another thing else. It's greed. Greed. And is one of the destroyer of destiny. Destroyer of destiny. Now, let me tell you one story that will shock you. It's greed in the scripture. Let me tell you. God himself wanted to get king. Imagine God himself produced a king. He looked for a king. Now, I want you all to follow me carefully on this. God himself looked for a king in Israel. And God himself finally got a king. What do I mean by this? God himself finally got Saul as a king. Imagine Saul. It's God himself that produced Saul. This is somebody I have chosen as a king. It's God speaking. Imagine God. Of course, you know that God cannot make mistake. God cannot make mistake to choose. And God finally chose Saul as a king. King of Israel. Now, let me tell you what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, later on, God himself started regretting choosing Saul as a king. Why? He regretted choosing Saul as a king. What is the reason? God regretted choosing Saul. Why? Now, let me explain it. He told Saul, when you go to these people you are fighting, I will be with you. You will conquer the nations. You will conquer over them. What I'm telling you is this. Do not take any single thing out of that land. Burn everything out. Don't bring back home any single thing from them. Burn everything that is in this city. Guess what happened? Saul reached there, saw the gold, saw so many things, beautiful, beautiful things. And Saul, King Saul, he gathered those things and brought it back to the land of Israel. That was the end of Saul. You know what God said? God said, I reject Saul. No, I reject Saul because of greed. That was after Saul. God had to go leave the family of Saul and appoint another king. which happens to be David. Why? Greed. You want to gather. Anybody that understands selflessness, any father that understands selflessness, trust me, you can never go down. That's the truth. If you understand selflessness, you can't go down. It's not possible. That is it. Greed is a killer of what? Destiny. And this one normally affects what? The fathers. All the upline, maybe everybody that are signing under you, they are all in your power leg, in your power leg, in your power leg. Guess what you do? Guess what? You start taking that, maybe you start diverting code. You are diverting code. You are diverting sign up to another sign up. We have so many of these cases that are coming to us, and we don't take it light. Somebody will be signing, getting sign up. Your eye is on that person. Why not go and do the work and get sign up on the other leg? Your eye is on that place. That's greed. Is one of the things that causes the downfall of a father. And it normally happens when you see your son growing faster. When you see your son growing so high faster, next thing your eyes start entering there. You go and grow. If your son is already growing, it means that you need to relax and then focus on another side. That's one of the things that causes the downfall of a father. Another thing that causes before I go into that, the downfall of a son, I want you all to take note of this. Before I go into the downfall of a son, the success of a father is tied to your son, and the success of a son is equally tied to your father. The success of a father is tied to the son, and the success of the son is tied to the father. And some of us that don't understand this, you just be wondering why you're not growing. You are seeing somebody that came into your business that wanted to pick faster in the business. You are not helping the person because you feel that the person will be greater than you. You are just tying up your success. That is what is happening. Now let me talk about this. What causes the downfall of a son? Before I round up this meeting, I round up this training. What causes the downfall of a son? Number one, exposing the weakness of your father, of the weakness and the failures of your father to people. You will bring your upline. You are busy talking. You are busy talking every negative thing. You can never talk any positive thing. And when you meet that upline, you will not say anything. It's one of the things that causes the downfall of a son. You are exposing his weakness. Keep quiet. You don't need to talk. They say that this person is now doing this thing. I beg, leave him, let him be doing that. Him and his God, I beg. They say, do you know that they say that Dr. Victor is now doing this thing? Leave it. It's not you. Leave him and his God. Hey. They say that Dr. Victor is now doing this. They say that Dr. Mba is now doing this. You are busy talking. You are busy killing yourself. Hey, do you know that I heard that Juliet is now doing this? I heard that architect Emeka. Are you aware? What? Tell me. When you hear those things, roll for your, unless the person is not even connected to you. Roll for your dear life. That is it. That is it. Exposing the weakness and failures of your father. You are busy talking. You are killing your destiny. I don't have time to show you some examples of it. Another one is being a sycophant. When you see your father, they are busy trying to praise to achieve those things. Some of you here, when you see somebody, you are not doing it inside willingly from your heart. You are just doing it because you want to achieve something. You are just a sycophant, and you guess what? You can never be greater than that person. You can never be greater than your father. Another one is what? Disloyalty. Disloyalty is one of the things that causes the downfall of a son. And another one, over familiar with your superior mentor. Over familiar with your superior mentor. Some of you, because you think you already know me, whenever you see your leader, your unstoppable leader, your emerging leader, guess what? Your global leader, G leader, maybe your MM mentor, whenever you see them running training, you will just go because you already think you know what he's saying. Let me tell you, you can never be greater than that person. You already know what he's about to explain. You will just simply be going down, and people are wondering why is it going down. That's what we call over familiarity. In fact, as I'm speaking now, there are some of you that you are busy walking around. Maybe you think you already know. As I'm talking, you are walking around, you're not paying attention to understand what I'm trying to explain. You think you know me. You think we are close to me. Over familiarity. And the last one is pride. Pride. I have arrived. I have arrived. I have reached. When your father finished something, you want to go and do it. So to show your father you can do it. Your father fixed something to do. You say, I can do it. I can do it. I can do better than him. Hey, John, you see this in my upline. I can do better than him. You want to show. Then guess what? You go and fix your own to show him that you can do better than him. When you have that mindset, trust me. Go and write this thing I'm telling you down. Trust me, you will see yourself from top. You are busy going down. I have a lot of instances of this thing. We have a lot of people that are now fallen heroes. So many people that have left this business. That was it. I have somebody, people in my team. You know what? When I started this business, you know what happened? I will come to a city. People will gather together. I came to do general training. The same time I'm doing general training, this same person will fix another training opposite the same office. He's running his own training with his team. And the mastermind came to your location to do training. He's running his own training, and I'm doing general training. He's saying that he can do it well, he can do it better. As I speak to you people today, that same young man is no longer anywhere in the business. He has quit the business. But this is somebody that rose to the higher level, to the level of unstoppable leader, to the level of highest realm in this business. To the level that all our top leaders are even trying to emulate him. Top leaders here, even our G leaders, they are trying to emulate his pattern, his style. He rose to the pot. He was even celebrated in the world. But guess what? Today, he's no longer in the business because of what? Pride. He feels he already know me. Over familiarity. He feels he has reached, he can overcome. It's not your cause to overcome your father. Let it happen naturally. Naturally, it is supposed to happen, but it's not you to choose how it happens. Ladies and gentlemen, as I round up, I want you all to remember this. As I round up this meeting, I will always remember this. God cannot do anything on earth without using someone whom he regards as a son. I repeat again. God cannot do anything on earth without using someone whom he regards as a son. And also, man cannot fulfill his purpose on earth without discovering what? The people that are his son. That is it. Discovery and using them, these are what makes you to shift, to increase to the next level. Secondly, the purpose of God. I want you to take note of this. The purpose of God on earth must be fulfilled. Every father here, every upline here, know this clear and listen to me and hear it clear. The purpose of God on earth must be fulfilled. Let me tell you, don't be thinking that if you did not come into this business, all those people in your team will not become whom God wants them to be. That's a lie. I've seen a lot of top leaders say this. I just laugh. You know, it's just like me saying that if not because of Mastermind Dr. Victor, I wouldn't have been anything in this business. No, who told you? God must fulfill his purpose on earth. If I refuse to be used by God, God will raise someone else. If God wants to use me to deliver somebody, and I refuse to be used by God, God will raise someone else and still fulfill his purpose. That's why, as I speak to you people today, some of you here that are upline, some of our global leaders, some of our unstoppable leaders, all of you here, some of you don't even have an upline. You have an upline, but you don't even make use of them. Then who trained you, who mentored you, who worked with you, and you still became what? A monthly millionaire. God cannot use you to fulfill his purpose of earth. If he can use you, he will use another person. If Dr. Mba did not come into this business, God will use another person and fulfill his purpose. If Dr. Victor did not come into this business, God will use another person and still fulfill his purpose. If Juliet did not come into the business. All our global leaders, don't think you are the reason why people in your team became. You are not the reason, because God is always God, and guess what? He must fulfill his purpose. So for most of us here that are uplines, when you are doing the work of God, take it as a privilege. When you are training the people in your team, take it as a privilege. It's a great privilege. It's a great privilege. That's what you are being used by God to help these people. And let me tell you one thing about fathers. One thing about fathers is, if God is using this person to deliver population many generations, God can go extra mile as I speak. God can go extra mile to destroy anything that will tamper with that person. If God is truly using you to fulfill his purpose on earth, I repeat again, God can go extra mile to kill. God can kill a generation of people just because of one person he's using. So as long as the person have been willing and obedient to follow his instruction, guess what happened? God can do everything to save that one father that have decided to fulfill God's agenda on earth. I repeat again, you are not the reason why your downlines became whom they are. God only used you to make them become. It is a great privilege for all of you. It is a great privilege for you to mentor the people in your team to become whom God wants them to be. And guess what? That is why God himself can hold you tight to keep and protect you all. I appreciate each and every one of you here. The word, as I speak to you people now, is waiting for your manifestation. The word is waiting for all your manifestation. I want you to touch yourself. Tell yourself, I will soon manifest. Say it immediately. I will soon manifest. You can write it in the chat. I will manifest. The world is waiting for your manifestation. And guess what? For the earnest expectation of the creatures are waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. Congratulations, each and every one of them, because the truth of it all is, this is God's family, and for with God on our side, we are unstoppable. I appreciate each and every one of you here. God bless you all. You all are the unstoppable family. God bless each and every one of you here. Guess what? We still have multiples of training celebrations. Like I said, next week will be very huge. It will be a dose. It will be heavy. The training next week will equally be very super impactful. I hope to see you all in the next training that is coming up next week. God bless each and every one of you, and I release the grace of God upon your life that will shift you from the level you are to the level you are supposed to become. So shall it be. Go and manifest. Go and put in the activities. Go and put in the work, and God will bless the works of your hand. Thank you very much. God bless you all. I love you all. My name is Dr. Victor, and I hope to dine with you all at the top. Please go through this training over and over and over and over again. And guess what? Most importantly, make sure that you are the doers, not just the hearers. Blessed are those that are not just the hearers, but the doers of the word. Thank you very much. God bless you all. I love you all. And may God be with you all. For each and every one of you that are participating in the challenge, be part of it and engage into your full activities today. God bless you all, and may God protect you all. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I thank you all for being